Taylor James Johnson here, and
Poster Boy.
And we are sitting in the parking lot of a movie theater that just showed an early screening of Deadpool 2. That's the sequel to Deadpool 1, in case you were confused about that.
Simple math.
Yes, 1 and 2. So, let's talk about Deadpool himself first. Deadpool is the king of the breaking of the fourth wall, you know? Deadpool is a character who can do and say anything. He is the epitome of superhero satire, which is something that we needed at the time when it came out, because we were getting bombarded with the DCEU, the MCU, Fox's X-Men. It was just everywhere, and we needed that satire. We needed someone to poke fun at it, just so we could kind of appreciate it even more. And Deadpool, the first Deadpool, did it perfect. It was the perfect time. We needed that movie, and so now, you know, it made so much money. It made all of the money. It's the most money-making X-Men movie ever. But like, where do you go from there? And that's what this sequel had to do. And it was hard. Where do you go from here? Deadpool did everything. The exciting factor, the surprise, the newness of Deadpool is now gone. So what are we left with? And that is Deadpool 2. And I'm gonna say it here. I like the movie. Yes, I like the movie. If you like superhero movies, go see this movie. It has everything you want. Of course, whatever. But I'm gonna dive deep into it here. It's not as good as the first Deadpool. Yeah. No, because it didn't have that element of surprise. You kind of knew, like, okay, well, Deadpool's gonna say something funny here, and then they're gonna probably cut to slow motion and play a quirky '80s song that's, you know, ironic. But so they've kind of used up all of their jokes, and you know the jokes, and the jokes are still funny, but there's no surprise to the jokes. Which, yeah, it doesn't mean I laughed any less, but it was just I just felt like there was something missing to me. Did you feel anything missing, or was it there for you?
Yeah, just the lack of surprise. Like you said, you kind of can see the jokes coming before they happen, so you're already just prepared for it, so it doesn't hit you with like the surprise and ultimate funniness of the joke. It
did it. All the jokes were funny. It was well written. Everyone was great. Of course.
Yeah.
But like, still, it was just. It wasn't like the first bite of the chimichanga I had when Deadpool 1 came out. And I don't think it could ever be. And we kind of experienced that with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. The first Guardians of the Galaxy came out and blew us all away. Wow, we've never really seen anything like this before. Guardians 2 came out, and it was good. It was the exact same thing, but it didn't have the surprise. It wasn't giving us anything new. And this sequel does the same thing. It just felt like they didn't know what they were doing. Because Deadpool can be all over the place, and sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes you can't be all over the place. And so sometimes they were trying to take it seriously, and you're like, are they taking this serious, or are they going to have a little fart joke at the end?
Yeah, because the first movie, really, a lot of people didn't really know Deadpool.
Exactly.
It's just like the really hardcore fans that knew and already liked Deadpool were excited for the movie.
Yeah.
But then when the movie came out and blew everyone away,
you're like, whoa, what is this? Oh my gosh, we've never seen anything like this.
Now everyone likes it. And
so yeah, you feel like you're in a theater full of Deadpool experts, and they're like, oh, let's see what Deadpool's gonna do. And it's like you're waiting for him to do the gag and the joke and the reference, and you're waiting for these like cameos to appear, and it kind of takes you out of the movie, actually. I just feel like I still want to see the next installment of the Deadpool, whatever they're gonna do, but it's just like I just feel like they kind of misstepped. They were almost too confident in themselves. The first movie was so successful, it was so funny that they felt like they really couldn't do anything wrong, you know. And they're like, well, of course this is gonna be funny. Of course we'll just do this. And I don't think they really sat down and thought about it. Like, wait, well, yeah, that'll be funny, but do we need to do this? Do we need to do that? They had some interesting things. The casting of Josh Brolin was good. It bothered me that he was kind of short didn't feel like, but they even referenced that, so it's like, okay. But then that's the thing, is like, if you just reference something, does that mean it's okay? Like, I don't know. And they built this meta post-modern world of the superhero movie that it's kind of eating itself alive now, and it doesn't really know what it is. And the first Deadpool movie knew exactly what it is, what it was. And this one, it's kind of, I think it's confused, and it confused me. Yeah, it was just confusing, but still, like, I'm still on the Deadpool train. I feel like, I hope people don't feel like I'm bashing it or anything. Like, I'd honestly watch it again. But I remember turning to you after the movie ended, and we were like walking out of the theater, and I said, I think the end credits were better than the film. I think I enjoyed the end credit scenes better than the actual film. Like, for some reason, they had in the end credit scenes, which I'm not going to spoil anything. The end credit scene had the spirit of the first Deadpool movie for some reason, but the actual movie didn't. And I kind of said this about the first Deadpool too, is that the marketing of Deadpool is almost better than Deadpool itself. Yeah, the marketing campaign is better than
all the
movie.
Little teasers and commercials.
Yeah, and you kind of was like, I kind of have more fun just sitting there on YouTube watching the Deadpool commercials than I did watching the Deadpool movie, which hurts me to say. You know, their marketing campaign did a good job of not spoiling a lot of things and tricking us, but not really surprising us. But yeah, you know, if you've seen all the superhero movies, why not see this one too?
Yeah.
So yeah, any
another
final thoughts?
To the collection. It was really good. Slightly disappointed, but
like it was so high up, like like Deadpool and
you
Deadpool
just can't match the hype of the first one.
Yeah, you can't do it, and for some reason we thought that they could. We thought that they could. They could not.
That goes a lot with what you said. I think they were overconfident, like you said. And
yeah, just like, well, just have Ryan Reynolds say something. It'll be funny. Have blood come out, and everyone will laugh. And yes, that works, but it needs to have heart. It needs to have soul. It needs to have a reason. It needs a purpose. And I just didn't feel. What was the purpose of this movie?
To save the kid, I guess. But
like, in the whole scheme of things, like, what's the purpose of anything? What's the purpose of this? What?